So we quickly got an update from Hasbro Marketing today of what's happening with that Transformers X Naruto crossover thing. We got the pre-orders, we got updated images, we got everything going on here, and we're going to talk about it here, as well as some signs of the future of other crossovers and collaborations. So number one, this will not be a Synergen X item, as I speculated. It is going to be a Hasbro Pulse item that will be available on their websites and their partners. So that is the first thing. Number two, it's actually, while it's celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Naruto manga and everything, it's being labeled as a Naruto Shippuden crossover item, which is like the later half of the manga and the anime where he was older, which might also help us identify the robot modes here a little bit, even if the description does not blatantly say it. So first off, let's talk about that packaging we now get to see for the first time. It's designed to look like one of the scrolls from the show or the manga, which is pretty cool. Very nice design. Again, I love it when they do these crossovers where the box is so nice you almost don't even want to open it. So that's really awesome. The list of accessories, now we got a proper list. So we do have the two kunais that are going to be coming with it, like I figured. They have here, of course, the Rasen Shuriken, which again is the wind type Rasen Shuriken that he has in the show. It says here it comes with a Rasengan. I don't see a Rasengan anywhere, unless they're referring to those two chakra pieces, which they refer to as chakra plates. That's what I figured they were chakra charging, energy blasts or whatever for the feet. That's kind of the way I see it. They say there's two swappable hands that are for the Kurama, and they have a sword. And what we didn't see from the last image, but is here too, also a summoning scroll that could be held in the mouth of who I predicted correctly. The toad is Gamakichi. So pretty cool. We get to see a look at the alt modes here. So now we could see the nine-tailed fox. The Kurama properly has the 9 tails there sculpted across 3 sculpted tails there. Extensive resculpt, which now that I'm looking at the size of it next to the core class toad, I'm seeing that it might even be more the Tigatron mold instead of the Cheetor, just for a size reasoning. But maybe I'm wrong there. Maybe it is the Cheetor. I have to have it in hand to really know. But it is a very imposing and massive alt mode. Looks really cool. Tons of tooling to the point that there's very little of that Tigatron and or Kingdom Cheetor in the DNA there. It really is just kind of the base of the figure in a lot of ways. And just everything was retooled around it from an outward stance. The toad is absolutely gorgeous. Now we get to see the alt mode properly, and I stand by that this is obviously what we're seeing the future of what is going to be used for potential Beast Wars characters later, whether it be Spitor or Diver. I mean, we're already building up this nice little micro collection of Beast Wars second characters and Beast Wars Neo characters that it would not surprise me if they go with the green of the Diver over the translucent blue of Spitor. Just my take on it, but looks really cool. Love what they put here. Again, the Kurama Nine Tails, aka what I assume is the more older Naruto that it transforms into, transforms in 14 steps or less. And the Gamakichi, which is, again, I assume is going to be the kid Naruto from the beginning of the manga, that it's the robot mode, transforms from that to the toad in 12 steps or less. A lot of cool accessories, a lot of cool stuff here. And again, this is going up for pre-order right now across Hasbro Pulse, as well as a whole bunch of other partner websites for $54.99, which is pretty good considering if it is a Voyager and a core class, that's about right on the number, and you get a whole bunch of accessories and blast effects too. So that's a pretty good price in a fancy box. Let's, all things considered, what our current pricing of our market. And this is going to be shipping out spring 2025. So very cool stuff, but we're not done yet. After this news dropped, JT Prime 17 let us know that this is not the end of it. Along with this Naruto one, we also have coming in the near future Star Wars, Sonic the Hedgehog, Batman, more Hot Wheels products, which that one I'm not too surprised about, Masters of the Universe, aka He-Man, and NFL. He says here, a good 12 months of collabs. Keep them coming. So that's very interesting. A lot to unpack there with that one. Star Wars doesn't surprise me. Huge relationship with Transformers and Star Wars. Hasbro, licensed brand. That one doesn't surprise me too much. Sonic the Hedgehog? That I'm very curious to see what they do. Very, very curious to see what they do with that one. Batman, that's been the Aaron Archer dream since the beginning. There's been so many Transformer characters that had Batmobile-esque alt modes because of Aaron Archer and his connection to working on Batman for years before working with Transformers. So now the dream could come true. Oh man, I would love it if it was just a Tim Burton 1989 Batmobile. Oh God, that'd be amazing. More Hot Wheels, no surprise with that one, with what we have planned from what Mattel talked about with their press releases. Masters of the Universe, that one almost doesn't surprise me because I feel like Mattel sees what Ninja Turtles is doing, where they're just crossing over with every possible brand that they were doing. And then, of course, recently Masters of the Universe did a crossover with the WWE, and then, of course, they did stuff with TMNT, with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I guess now they're going in the Transformer route. Who will that be? Are they going to take that Tigatron we just talked about and turn it into Panther or Battle Cat? Are they going to do, I don't know. There's a lot of wacky stuff that could be done with that one. I'm really curious. I know Roboto has to be factored into that somewhere. He's the Cybertronian representative, really. Go check out that segment I talked about with Roboto and Cybertronian origins. But there's going to be something cool with that. And the NFL one, that's kind of them just returning to what they did before. Back in 2013, they actually did a crossover with the NFL and Nike with the football player Calvin Johnson, which I'm pretty sure you guys probably saw in a commercial recently for Transformers 1. He was nicknamed Megatron for years, and he did a collaboration with Transformers, Nike, and the NFL in 2013 where they took that 2013 Generations Megatron figure, the stealth bomber, which oddly enough was decoed by Mark Mayer all those years ago from Hasbro Design, and turned it into this, NFL crossover purple, came with a little football, very cool little figure. So doesn't surprise me if they're returning to that relationship that they established many years ago and even recently brought up with Transformers 1 for one of their promotional little skits and commercials. So very, very cool. Excited about all of this. Let me know what you think about all of it. But I mean, hey, looks like we got a lot of stuff in terms of crossovers over the next 12 months. And I guess it's one way for Hasbro to diversify their portfolio and get people that might not be Transformer fans to pick up Transformer product and then maybe get into the hobby. Let me know what you think about all this, and we'll talk again really, really soon here on the Transformer Slag podcast. And as always, thank you for listening.